time. They're not difficult to time. They are not very difficult to time. They are impossible to time. तभी मैंने डॉन मूवी देखी थी एक, जहां पे एक डायलॉग है. आई अज्यूम मोस्ट पीपल ऑन द कॉल वुड अंडरस्टैंड हिंदी. कमल, इज इट सेफ टू अज्यूम?
एब्सोल्युटली.
हाँ, तो डॉन मूवी में एक बहुत फेमस डायलॉग है, डॉन को पकड़ना मुश्किल ही नहीं नामुमकिन है. तो डॉन तो फिर भी पकड़ा जाता है मूवी में, बट दैट डायलॉग स्टक टू मी के बाद मार्केट को तो टाइम करना इम्पॉसिबल है. यू कैन डू अ पीएचडी इन मार्केट टाइमिंग फ्रॉम colleges like Harvard and Stanford and all. They offer PhDs in market timing. You can do PhD in coin flipping also from the same universities.
As advisors, the foremost role that we play with our clients is, the first aspect is asset allocation. And I think many investors over the last 6 months have missed investing or entering into equity. And I would say, many informed, many rational investors who would see data, they have missed, investing into equity. And the mistake or the thing they have been kind of missing is the foremost part, which is asset allocation. They have been kind of sitting more on debt or more on arbitrage fund or more on long short funds, because there has to be some rationale to such high valuation. Nobody in India has seen price to earning going to as high numbers as we have seen today. And maybe a lot of investors believe that price is still seen, is there. Earnings, we are not aware. We are just expecting the earnings. We will keep saying that financial year 21 or 22 earnings, these are all forward earnings, but still on trailing earnings basis we are at 34p. So the question is that how to ultimately assess what is the right price from the context of asset allocation, if one has to correlate that to assessing the market level. And how would you address investors' concern? Because at some point of time, investors will enter. Obviously, they will enter with long term. But how would you assess? You have also been investor yourself, as you said, for quite long period of time.
Certainly. So, very good question, Kamal. First of all, few things in short, because you asked a very profound question, and I can answer it for an hour. That itself. So first of all, asset allocation is a function of an individual's risk appetite. It's just like beauty lies in the eyes of beholder. Asset allocation is, you can say, a function of individual's risk appetite. But I do believe that a person should set an asset allocation and not disturb it, not play around with it based on their view of the market, where the market is headed. Okay, that's recipe for disaster. You think of with a rational mind, with your advisor or whoever is an expert in this matter, decide for your risk appetite what is an appropriate asset allocation, and then don't touch it or fiddle with it every other year, or forget every other quarter, but every other year or so. That asset allocation should be at least for multiple years, unless there are change in your life. The events take place, you have a kid, you have some other responsibilities that come up, or otherwise you shouldn't tinker around with the asset allocation simply by market upar ho gaya, I'll shift more to debt, market niche ho gaya, shift more to equity. That's a recipe for disaster. I'll come to that point later. In my view, set a certain equity allocation, 50%, 60%, 70%, whatever, jiski jitni ichha, and then stick to it at all times. I have chosen an asset allocation 35 years ago, and so far I'm comfortable with it. I have made some changes, and I'll talk to it. Is 100% equity. I feel very uncomfortable. I can't sleep at night if I have any money in fixed income or fixed deposit, because to me, fixed deposit is a guaranteed loss in real terms. So in earlier in childhood, I was 200-300% of my net worth invested in equities, because I would borrow money to invest in equities. Now with age and responsibilities, 100% or just about 100%, all my liquid net worth is certainly in equities. Now the reason for me choosing that is because I am very comfortable with equity markets. I'm always 100% invested. At the peak of 2000 bubble, I was 100% invested. At the bottom, I was 100% invested. 2007 के peak में I was 100%, bottom में 100%. COVID के peak में 100%, COVID के bottom में 100%. I never have fiddled around to take money off the table, because one of the earliest things I learned when I started investing in 80s was that markets are impossible to time. They're not difficult to time. They are not very difficult to time. They are impossible to time. तभी मैंने डॉन मूवी देखी थी एक, जहां पे एक डायलॉग है. आई अज्यूम मोस्ट पीपल ऑन द कॉल वुड अंडरस्टैंड हिंदी. कमल, इज इट सेफ टू अज्यूम?
एब्सोल्युटली.
हाँ, तो डॉन मूवी में एक बहुत फेमस डायलॉग है, डॉन को पकड़ना मुश्किल ही नहीं नामुमकिन है. तो डॉन तो फिर भी पकड़ा जाता है मूवी में, बट दैट डायलॉग स्टक टू मी के बाद मार्केट को तो टाइम करना इम्पॉसिबल है. यू कैन डू अ पीएचडी इन मार्केट टाइमिंग फ्रॉम कॉलेजेस लाइक हार्वर्ड एंड Stanford and all. They offer PhDs in market timing. You can do PhD in coin flipping also from the same universities. They call it probability theory or something. But there's no difference. The moment the PhD kar lo ya barso baad mein bhi, you are no different than the lay person. Layman on the street, you are no different from that person in predicting the next coin flip or predicting where the market is headed. Right? So if you combine two key theses, so first thesis, I've said, if there's one takeaway that you take from this conversation today, is market is impossible to time. And not I am just as good as you all are, or Warren Buffett is, or anyone on the earth is in timing the market. I'm not even sure whether God can time the market, but because God can do everything, he can probably time the market as well. But otherwise, it's a coin flip. Many people assume कि मैनेजर का ट्रैक रिकॉर्ड अगर किसी का अच्छा है और बहुत एक्सपीरियंस मैनेजर, तो उसको तो पता होगा कि मार्केट कहाँ जा रहा है. इट्स लाइक एक्सपेक्टिंग धोनी. अभी कल आईपीएल शुरू होगा, तो इट्स लाइक एक्सपेक्टिंग धोनी और कोहली जस्ट बिकॉज दे आर लॉन्ग टर्म वेरी गुड कैप्टन्स टू नो हाउ द कॉइन इज गोइंग टू, द टॉस एट द स्टार्ट ऑफ द गेम इज गोइंग टू फ्लिप. नो, दे आर एज गुड और एज बैड एज वी आर on predicting the coin toss at the start of the game. And so first thing, please bear in mind and come to believe that markets cannot be timed. You will save yourself more pain and you will save yourself a lot of money by this one simple lesson. And I will illustrate that from the left hand side. Abhi dusra belief is, to me, is that the equity markets are the best asset class over time. So if you combine the two beliefs, equity markets are the best asset class and timing is impossible, then A plus B equal to C. जैसे वो natural outcome would be you have to stay fully invested at all times in equity market, which is this thing. Obviously, from a risk management perspective, you decide 70%, 80%, 60% जितना आपको करना है. But what this graph here shows is, look, I grew up as a middle class boy surrounded by fairly wealthy friends and neighbors. And so always had the aspiration to, make money as well. They were crorpatis back then. I had 5,000 rupees in my piggy bank. But I've seen many of my neighbors who only invested in fixed deposit. SBI ka fixed deposit, because itna interest, so much interest would come that all the expenses can be paid and still more money can be invested in. Then again in SBI. 1 crore invested in SBI fixed deposit in 85 would today be 8 crores. Only. Today, 8 crores value is nothing compared to the value of 1 crore in 85. 1 crore was very, very valuable, right? Inflation itself has gone from 1 crore to 12 crore. So in real terms, you have lost money. And that is why I say fixed deposit is guaranteed real loss. And it's not just in India, it's everywhere in the world. That's the unwritten law of finance. If you don't take risk and are investing in government risk-free bonds, after tax, you will not be able to keep up with inflation. That's why in many countries where inflation is zero or negative, like Japan, Sweden, Switzerland, and all those, you have negative rates. You have to pay the bank. You have to pay the bank because घर पे रखोगे तो जान को जोखिम है. So when rates are negative, you have to pay the bank such that after tax, your return is less than inflation everywhere in the world. So fixed income, please, is a lesson if you would like to, nominal term में आपको return मिलता है, but real terms में fixed deposit is a guaranteed real loss. And that's why the only times I fight with my wife at home is when, because she manages all the home finances, is when she leaves any amount of money in the bank. मैं तुरंत कैलकुलेट करके बताता हूँ कितने का घाटा हो गया है. 1 करोड़ रुपया अगर एक वीक के लिए बैंक में रहता है, That's 35,000 rupee loss, according to me, which people don't realize. Simply because समझोगे बैंक में 6% मिलता है, नहीं मिलता है, बट समझोगे 3% मिलता है नेट ऑफ टैक्स आज की तारीख में फ्रॉम द मार्केट. I'm very confident. Market confident meaning expected return from the market is 10-12% as we discussed. 10% और ऐड करने की अपनी एक्सपेक्टेशन है तो 21-22% रिटर्न तो expected return है from the market. So 21 minus 3 is 18%. Annualized 18% means monthly 1.5% means daily 5 basis points. 5 basis points on 1 crore is 5,000. In 1 week it will become 35,000. So that's like a 35,000 rupee loss if you keep money in the bank deposit rather than if she gives the money to me to invest. And it is like you haven't even recognized that you dropped 35,000 rupees from your bag, from your purse, and you don't even realize that you've lost that money, if you will. Right? Market itself has given over this time, as I said, 15% return through ups and downs, and with 10% addition you can earn 25% return over this time. So 1 crore का 115 crore market में हो गया होता और 1 crore का 2,200 rupees if you could generate 10% outperformance. So 8 crores in fixed deposit and 2,200 crores if you deploy it well is humongous difference. Such large difference means you should never try to time the market. And you know, the worst people are not the people, worst of investors are not the investors who invest in fixed deposit. They are the ones who time the market in and out. Asset allocation and deallocation jo karte, they do even worse than SBI. Because like if you remember, every cycle they miss out a big move. Many of the clients and many people on this call, unfortunately, would have missed out the COVID ka big rally from March to now. Right, Kamal? You mentioned that, right? And this is not the first time. If they reflect back, in every cycle, they miss out massive rallies. November 2, and this is my very good friend, who's currently CEO of a consumer durable company. He was a good friend back in 2008 as well. In 2008, Diwali timeframe, Sensex was 8,200. At Diwali parties, all people were feeling smart selling out after Lehman bankruptcy. And at Diwali party, many of people who remember those Diwali parties from 2008 would remember that people were saying Sensex will go down to 6,000, will go down to 5,000, will go down to 4,000. The lower the target they set for Sensex, the smarter they felt about themselves. And they'll say, you haven't even scratched the surface. It's the tip of the iceberg. ये होने वाला है, वो होने वाला है, सब होने वाला है. मैंने तो सब बेच दिया. I'm feeling very happy. Right. A year later, in November 2009, the market Sensex was 19,000. And the bottom was, you know what, 7,800. 8,200, 7,008. 5% नीचे गया और फिर 125% ऊपर गया. And the same persons, and this friend of mine next year says, Diwali, Prashant, I should have never sold my stock. Equities are for the long term, the best return, give the best return. Should I put the money back? बोला यार अभी 100% का upside छोड़ के डाल दे तू वापस, but remember to never pull the money back. Now the same person in March, close to the 25th of March, called me. He's a good friend of mine. He's an investor with us as well. And he said, "Ke yaar, things are really bad. I don't understand. Kya hone wala hai? Should I sell out or trim?" I reminded him, "Do you remember 2008?" Because I've never mentioned him to this thing. But he said, "Well, I am now running a business. I'm CEO of this consumer durable company. I can see things are so bad." You know, at that time, it didn't know, but now I can see it. मैंने बोला यार, before you can see it, markets would turn around. I don't know when, but they would turn around, right? And just last, I don't know whether he pulled out the money or not. He didn't pull out from my account, but I'm sure he would have pulled out elsewhere because he was quite worried. But just 2 weeks later ago, I had a call with him as an investor because he's a CEO of a listed company, and we wanted to try and understand better what are the how are things are playing out. You know, so upbeat. He was so bullish that, you know, demand is coming back strongly, this, that, and the, which he would have never imagined in March. Right? Obviously, his stock price is up 100% since bottom, and the market is up 50+% since bottom. So before he can, even CEOs don't realize they're also human beings. They themselves don't know how the business turns around before they know the market is, you know, way ahead of all these people, right? So he missed out 100% then, missed out or 125% then, missed out 50-60% now. every year, every cycle, on average, if you miss out 100% return because of trying to time in and out, in and out, in and out, all this entertainment stuff. That means there have been 5 cycles since 1985, and 5 cycles, every time you miss out 100%, it's not 500%. It's 2 raised to 5, it's 32 multiple you miss out. So 115 Sensex के जगह 115 divided by 32, you won't even have कितना 120 को 3 से divide by 30, you won't even have 4 crores. You would have been better off just investing in SBI fixed deposit. 8 crores तो रहता. And hence, if the second biggest lesson, that this is the first biggest lesson, don't try to time the market. If you want to, you have inclination, you feel you can't resist the temptation. Just people have the temptation to gamble that they cannot resist. If you can't resist the temptation to come in and out of the market, you will be better served over time, in my mind, in fixed deposit, because fixed deposit, there's a guaranteed real loss, but the loss is of a small magnitude. If you try and time the market in and out, the loss would be of much bigger magnitude. It's the entertainment tax that you will be paying if you seek the entertainment of timing the market. I've gone much longer, but I think those are, Kamal, the most important points that I feel that investors get wrong in trying to get the right entry point and right exit point. They do themselves so much damage that is unbelievable, and they don't even measure it. Most investors keep no track record of theirs, how they've done in trying to time this. I always encourage people, even smart money managers who think they can time. I say, boss, maintain an Excel sheet. Any morning that you wake up and you're feeling pessimist, you go short Nifty. Whenever you're feeling bullish, you go long. And tell me over time if you made much money out of that. Some people would say they do, but that is obviously, even people who go to Vegas, some people win sometimes, and they have selective memory. Majority of people in surveys believe they win in Vegas. But in reality, obviously, Vegas would go bankrupt if majority of people were to win. So there are selective biases that one has to be mindful of for their own good, and deter from indulging in market timing kind of activities with their real hard-earned money.